Look at your hands. Are they shaking with unspoken rage? Or are they numb from the relentless weight of expectations? Every single day, you are betrayed by people you trusted, paralyzed by variables you cannot control, and consumed by a cold, burning resentment that rots your focus from the inside out. Let us bypass the modern lies. You do not need comfort. You do not need a gentle escape, nor do you need a soft voice telling you that everything will be fine. In the arena of reality, comfort is a slow poison. What you desperately need is a weapon, a cold, unyielding psychological blade to sever your mind from the chaos of the outside world. 2,000 years ago, one man held the absolute power of life and death over the entire civilized world. He was not a theoretician sitting in a peaceful academy. He was Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. He wrote his private journal, Meditations, not for publication, but while bleeding on the freezing front lines of the Germanic wars, fighting a devastating plague that wiped out millions, and facing the ultimate betrayal of his closest general. He had every reason to burn with rage. He had the absolute power to execute anyone who crossed him. Yet, he chose a terrifyingly cold alternative: absolute cognitive sovereignty. Pay close attention. If you do not grasp the profound, clinical law we will uncover in Chapter 3, the secret formula used by the titans of history, your mind will remain a helpless hostage to tomorrow's chaos. You will continue to bleed energy for people who do not care about your survival. Let us begin the training. Chapter 1. The Anatomy of Emotional Bleeding. Why do you get angry? Why does a single email, an arrogant colleague, or an unexpected setback ruin your entire week? Marcus Aurelius identified the exact root of this pathology. He stated, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Consider what this means. When someone insults you, or when a critical deal collapses, nothing has actually happened to your character. The event is completely neutral. It is cold matter in motion. The pain you feel is an internal self-inflicted wound. You are actively choosing to interpret the event as a tragedy. You are bleeding because you handed the knife to your enemy. In the cutthroat landscape of the modern elite, anger is viewed as a sign of weakness. It is a loud confession that an external event has successfully broken through your defenses and conquered your mind. Every time you react with rage, you are voluntarily kneeling before your circumstances. You are telling the world, you have the power to make me suffer. Is that who you are? A leaf blown by the wind of other people's incompetence? The emperor looked at human malice through a purely biological lens. He reminded himself every morning, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot distinguish good from evil. You do not get angry at a dog for barking. You do not get angry at a stone for being hard. Why then do you expect foolish people to act wisely? To be angry at malice is to demand the impossible. It is a profound failure of your own intelligence. Chapter 2. The Law of the Sovereign Fortress. To survive the modern jungle, you must construct what Stoic philosophy calls the citadel of the mind. This is an impenetrable psychological zone where external chaos cannot enter without your explicit passport. Most people operate on a flawed, reactive loop. An event happens, and they immediately react. Event, reaction, cause, effect. This is the psychological blueprint of an animal. The elite mind inserts a cold, calculated wedge between the stimulus and the response. In that gap lies your absolute freedom. Marcus Aurelius practiced a brutal form of cognitive dissection. When a crisis hit, he did not look at it as a monolithic disaster. He stripped the event naked. He broke it down into its atomic, meaningless components. If a luxury wine is just fermented grape juice, and an imperial purple robe is just sheep's wool dyed in the blood of a shellfish, then your current existential crisis is simply a temporary configuration of data, words, and human breath. When someone disrespects you, try this immediately. Look at them not as an adversary, but as a biological machine operating under a severe system error. They are projecting their own internal rot onto you. Do not argue. Do not defend your honor. Do not even scowl. Instead, execute the ultimate act of psychological dominance: absolute, freezing indifference. The emperor famously noted the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. When you remain completely unmoved, their malice has nowhere to land. It bounces off your fortress and ricochets directly back into their own soul, consuming them. Your silence is not surrender. It is an invisible execution. Chapter 3. The Titan's Secret Formula: The Inversion of Pain. Now, we arrive at the absolute core of this masterclass. The secret formula that separates the fragile pretenders from the true titans of history. This is the law of inversion thinking, encapsulated in the most powerful phrase ever written in the history of Stoicism. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Ordinary people see an obstacle as a red light. They stop, they complain, they despair. The sovereign mind sees an obstacle as rocket fuel. When a trusted partner betrays you, the average person enters a cycle of grief. The Stoic master instantly inverts the equation. This betrayal is not a tragedy. It is a brutal, necessary filtration system. It has cleared a parasite out of your ecosystem. It is a masterclass in vigilance. It is a live fire exercise to test the strength of your internal fortress. To apply this cold code today, you must abandon all abstract philosophy and implement a ruthless, binary 3-step system. Write this down. Enforce it tonight before you close your eyes. Step 1. Dissect the impression. The moment your chest tightens with anxiety or anger, halt. Force your brain into an objective, third-person perspective. Do not say, "My career is ruined because of this mistake." Say, "A mistake has occurred, and my brain is currently generating a biochemical alert signal." Strip away the emotional adjectives. Deal only with cold, unvarnished facts. Step 2. Enforce absolute silence. The subatomic particles of anger require oxygen to survive. That oxygen is your speech. The moment you voice your grievance, you validate it. You make it real. When chaos strikes, lock your jaw. Do not tweet, do not text, do not complain to a confidant. Let the fire burn out completely inside the vacuum of your silence. Step 3. Pivot the obstacle. Ask yourself the ultimate tactical question. How can I use this exact insult, this exact failure, or this exact pain to train a virtue I currently lack? Is it training your patience, your self-reliance, your legal defense, your ability to pivot business models? Find the utility in the disaster. Force the tragedy to pay you a dividend. Look back at the greatest turning points of your life. Were they born in moments of comfort and praise? No, they were forged in the white-hot furnace of humiliation, heartbreak, and terrifying uncertainty. Pain is the only architect capable of building a mind that cannot be broken. Conclusion. The sovereign mind's ode. The Roman Empire fell. The grand palaces of Rome are now ruins, and the bones of Marcus Aurelius have long returned to the dust of the earth. But his cold code remains completely indestructible. The world will continue to be unfair. People will continue to be small, petty, and treacherous. You cannot control them. You cannot redesign reality to fit your fragile emotional needs. But you can rule the empire within your own skull. The next time the world tries to provoke you, remember who you are. You are a sovereign mind. You are the architect of your own focus. Do not trade your imperial dignity for a momentary outburst of cheap emotion. Quiet minds cannot be wounded.